another video from Creativo Solutions. You're currently watching support videos covering the assignment for the British International Distance College Mathematics module. Visit our website for more content and resources to help you. And if you are on Instagram and Twitter, consider following us and contacting us if you require more help. Watch our YouTube channel for more support, and we'll keep creating videos to help you. We have now completed 14 questions, and we are going to be continuing with question 15 from assignment number 2. So let's begin. Question 15 says simplify. That's the focus in this specific question. They say write your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. There are two parts to this question. Let's first look at A's question, which is 1 minus x over x minus 2 plus x over 1 minus 2x. 1 minus x over x minus 2 plus x over 1 minus 2x. Great. And that's the equation that we've been given. They want us to simplify. So when I look at a fraction like this, you can see that you've got different denominators. When working with fractions, you need a common denominator. So I'm going to put them all over a common denominator of x brackets 1 minus 2x. That's the common denominator. So if I'm looking at the first term, I've only got an x in the denominator. To get the x brackets 1 minus 2x, I'm going to have to times the numerator by it, because I'm going to create at the top and the bottom. So I'll have 1 minus x times 1 minus 2x minus. Then on this side, I've got the 1 minus 2x already, so I just need to add an x here, and I'm going to multiply that by 2 plus x. Second step would then be to get rid of all these brackets by multiplying everything out. I'm going to multiply the top, so 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times minus 2x is minus 2x. Minus x times 1 is minus x. Minus x times minus is a plus 2x squared. There's the first bit. And then I'm going to be looking at the second part. So I've got a negative x. I'm timesing the negative x in, so minus 2x. Timesing the negative in, so I'm going to get minus x squared. All over x brackets 1 minus 2x. Next step would be to group the like terms together. So I've got a 2x squared here, and I've got a minus x squared there. So 2x squared minus x squared is x squared. Then I need to look at the x's. So I've got minus 2x minus x is minus 3x. Minus 3x minus 2x is minus 5x. Then I need to look for numbers. The only number that I can see here, x squared, x, and x squared, is the 1. Plus 1. And that'll be all over. I could multiply this out now because I'm looking at the numerator, and looking at the numerator, can I factorize that? I would have plus 1. No, I can't factorize that, so it would stay as is. So the denominator could be multiplied out, so x times 1 is x minus 2x squared, and that would be the simplified answer, because I've got a common denominator and I've got a numerator and one denominator there. Remember just to always look for a common denominator and then multiply out. Once you've multiplied out, then group the terms together. So I had 2x squared here, which I grouped with that x squared, and that gave me the x squared. Then I looked at the x's. I had a negative here, I had a negative there, and I had a negative there. So minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 gives you minus 5, and I only had one number left over here, which was the 1. I cannot factorize or simplify this any further, so I'm going to leave that answer as is. That'll be as far as I can go in terms of the simplification. The next part, question 15b. 15b gives us, again, a fraction. So we've got 4 over 2x minus 1 minus 1 over x plus 1 equals 1. So here we've got an equation actually, because we've got two fractions on the left equal to 1 on the right. I'm then going to have to apply the same rules as before. I'm going to be looking at a common denominator. So I'm going to write down 2x minus 1 x plus 1 equals 1. I'm going to multiply this side by the opposite side's denominator, so this will be x plus 1, then minus 1, open brackets, 2x minus 1, close brackets. When looking at an equation, I could actually take those amounts across the equation because this is equal to 1 and I'm going to be solving for x. So I could take my denominator to the right, and if it's times 1, it's just going to be 1 times those two brackets. So let's expand on the left. I'm going to times 4 in, so 4x. 4 times 1 is 4. Minus 2x. Minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. And then I'm going to equal then those two brackets. 2x x plus 1, minus 1, minus 1. What am I saying? That's minus 1. 2x minus 1, x plus 1. Let's simplify. So 4x minus 2x is 2x. 4 plus 1 is 5, equal to. Here I'll have 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 1 is 2x. Minus 1 times x is minus x. Minus 1 times plus 1 is minus 1. Take everything to one side. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to leave the 0 here and take those things to the right. So I'm going to have 2x squared. Then I'll have plus 2x minus x minus 1 minus 2x minus 5. Naught is going to equal 2x squared. 2 minus x is 1x. So 1x minus 2x is minus 1 or minus x. And then we've got minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6. And that's what I've got there. Now I need to ask myself, can I factorize this? Well, I've got 2 here, I've got 6 there. So 2 times 3 would give me 6. So I could actually factorize this. I would have a 2x there, and I would have an x here. I want a minus 1x in the middle, so I'm going to obviously have a plus and a minus here. The bigger side needs to be a negative, so I'm going to put a negative there, and I'm going to put a 2 here and a 3 there, plus. Let's test if that works. If I times 2x by x, I get 2x squared, that's fine. If I times 2x times minus 2, I get minus 4x. Then minus 4x plus 3x gives you minus 1x, so that's fine. And then the last term will be a negative times a positive is a negative. 3 times 2 is 6, so that is correct. So all I need to do now is solve for x. So 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3 can equal 0, or the other term was x minus 2 can equal 0. So here x will either equal 2, and here 2x equals minus 3, x equals minus 3 over 2. So now we have the two answers. X could either equal minus 3 over 2, or x could equal positive 2. Those would be the two answers for this particular question. That concludes this question. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel and write any comments or questions you have below. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up button and we'll keep creating more to help you.